Alright, so we're going to be talking some Nigerian men's football in this one right here. On today's roster, we got Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi calling an end to his time in England as he moves away from Leicester City to join a club in the Turkish Super League. Then we got Victor Osimhen, speaking of the Turkish Super League. This isn't news. This is a clip that we're going to be checking out. Some people talking about Wilfred Ndidi, some legends of the game. Not Wilfred Ndidi, Victor Osimhen, my bad. We got some legends talking about him. One was really nice, bigging up Victor. The other, player hating, a little bit of shade dropping. Then the third one kind of made a not so nice and not so true allegation about Victor Osimhen, which we will be checking out and talking about afterwards. Then you got Eric Chelle and the Chan Eagles. Of course, mission What a Woman Can Do didn't go so well. Didn't start so well yesterday. They lost against Senegal in the first match of the African Nations Championship. Of course, I call it What a Woman Can Do because everybody is saying they're going to try to get the 100K like the Super Falcons and the D Tigresses got. But yeah, it didn't go so well, but I have been seeing one particular comment about the situation, the Chan Eagles situation, dealing with Eric Chelle. So we're going to be talking about that in this video. But first, of course, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're going to start with Wilfred Ndidi and his move. He is moving away from Leicester City and joining Besiktas in the Turkish Super League. So it's basically official right now. He moves to Besiktas for 8.5 million euros. The deal is going to be there he's going to sign a contract to be there until 2028. This is what I'm seeing. I might be wrong, but that's what I saw, 2028. So he signed a contract last year with Leicester City. It involved a clause, though, that if they got relegated, his release clause would be set. And I think it was around that 9 million, 8.5. You saw a bunch of clubs in there being talked about as clubs that were trying to get Wilfred Ndidi or were looking at Wilfred Ndidi. Manchester United was one of them. Everton, Valencia in the Spanish top flight, and also Real Betis in the La Liga. But none of them came through at the end. It was Besiktas with that 8.5 that got the job done. And that's the thing. They had all this time, so you can't blame Wilfred Ndidi for joining Besiktas. The EPL clubs, they knew. It was around April that I knew about this, that if they got relegated, Leicester City, if they got relegated, you could get Wilfred Ndidi for 8.5. So Manchester United, you got the money. You could have got him once the season ended and brought him in probably when the transfer window opened, but you didn't do it. Everton probably don't have that much, but you could have. Valencia, Real Betis, they all could have done something. I guess they were trying to work the money a little lower, but Besiktas came through with the amount, and they got Wilfred Ndidi. So next season or this season in the Turkish Super League, you're going to have Victor Osimhen at Galatasaray. You're going to have Anthony Wakeme and Paul Onuachu at Trabzonspor. And you're going to have Wilfred Ndidi at Besiktas. So that's going to be pretty cool right there. ESPN or DSTV better not mess with that Turkish Super League coverage because this is going to be hot right here. And I'm pretty sure everybody is going to be keeping in touch with it. But staying in the Turkish Super League, we're going to be talking about Victor Osimhen. And for this one, we're going to be checking out this clip right here. It involves Micah Richards, Alan Shearer, and Gary Lineker. They're talking about Victor Osimhen. Michael Richards brought up the move to Galatasaray, and he's saying he wonders why no top EPL clubs came out for him. And then he brings up Alan Shearer, because Alan Shearer was basically dropping shade on Victor Osimhen, saying that he wasn't a top 3 striker or he wouldn't be a top 3 striker in the EPL. And when he was trying to make his point, he brings up Mo Salah, which he's saying Mo Salah would be one of the 3 strikers that are better than Victor Osimhen. And then Gary Lineker came in and kind of dropped a little bit of a bombshell. He said that he heard through the grapevine that there were some character concerns about Victor Osimhen. Let's check out the clip real quick, then I'll come back and talk about it.
Osimhen's basically signed a deal for 3 or 4 years. I put in a group, I can't believe it. It could do better than that, in my opinion. Alan decides to say he's not sure he's that good. So I said he'd be top 3 number 9s in the Premier League. Fact.
I mean, come on. I know you're saying Salah's a winger, but I know he's not a 9, but as a centre... Oh, come on.
Did you play
Salah, Isak, Haaland. There you go. There's 3.
Salah, that is a ridiculous shout, that. You might as well put David Beckham in there as well, then you silly son.
Okay, João Pedro. There you go. There's 3.
No, João Pedro is...
a forward.
Unbelievable. But you cannot say he's better than Osimhen.
I saw Osimhen play in a couple of times against Leicester.
Anyone score against that mob?
But he was so impressive, and I've followed his career because of that, and he was absolutely brilliant for Napoli. I do hear on the grapevine that a reason one or two of the clubs are a little bit nervous is that he sometimes can go missing for a few days.
Oh.
Apparently there's some kind of slight question mark as to his character in that sense. But whether that's true or not, I wouldn't confirm it.
So yeah, first of all, about Michael Richards, you just got to shout that man out, because every time an African player is involved and he is anywhere close to the situation, he's always helping out, always saying the right things. You even go back to the Mo Salah that they're talking about. That's Michael Richards' homeboy. He actually helped Mo Salah a lot when he was in Fiorentina. And we all know Fiorentina was the real place that he got things going before he moved to Roma, then Liverpool. So, Alan Shearer, I don't know why Alan Shearer is being so grumpy and stuff. You know what a number 9 is. For you to even mention Mo Salah as a number 9, that's just ridiculous right there. If you weren't one of the greatest goal scorers of all time, we would stop listening to you once you said that. João Felix or João Pedro, good player, solid player at Chelsea, but not in Victor Osimhen's vicinity in my opinion. The other 2, of course, it is what it is. Isak, great player. Haaland, I mean, come on, phenomenal ball players right there. So no issue with those 2 being mentioned over Osimhen, especially they've already done what they did in the league. So you don't expect somebody in that league to rate them over Osimhen. But the other 2 players mentioned, come on now. I think Alan Shearer is just trying to protect the shield, protect the fact that you got to come to England to be known as a top striker. That's what I think that's about. And then when it comes to Gary Lineker, I feel like that's crazy. That's crazy right there. This is a guy that played at Lille, was the star player there, played at Napoli, star player there, played at Galatasaray, star player there, and you're telling me nobody came out with any kind of reports like this? Nobody dropped a hint? Yeah, Victor Osimhen might be a little hard to work with. Nobody. And you're the first out of everybody to tell us that he has character concerns, which, by the way, is completely ridiculous. I mean, you're talking about the EPL. You're talking about EPL clubs that are signing criminals, people under investigation, and you're telling me they're worried about Victor Osimhen's character concerns. Shut up. Stop playing with me. I mean, come on now. Are we really talking about this? This is a guy that gives everything for his team on the pitch, and you're telling me, oh, yeah, there's character. Who cares? Who really cares? It's just ridiculous. You have no evidence of what you're saying. And what I see is some Nigerians trying to support, talking about, well, he did talk about Finidi George. He was real harsh with... Yeah, and I said he was wrong. He was wrong. I mean, he probably won't admit it, but he was wrong. He was wrong for coming out there talking about Finidi George the way he did. But we all make mistakes. He's not perfect, but to say that he has character concerns when we have zero evidence, we always see him doing the right things at the right time. I mean, come on now. I feel like it's ridiculous. Then you look at where the talk is coming from, the EPL. I mean, stop playing with me. It's just ridiculous. But moving on, and last but not least, we're going to be talking about the home base Super Eagles, the Chan Eagles, and their coach, Eric Chelle. Of course, mission What a Woman Can Do didn't start so well. They lose their first game against Senegal. And the comments I'm seeing are basically saying, why is Eric Chelle coaching the home base Super Eagles? They're like, he should be focusing on the main Super Eagles. And for me, I don't see it as an issue that he's coaching the team. At first, I saw it as an issue because you had coaches that took the team to the competition, that qualified the team for the competition. So I was of the thought that they should stay on the job. But Eric Chelle was given the job, and it is what it is. Now he has to deliver in this competition. And starting with, the first game wasn't so good. The performance was lackluster. They had a lot of possession, but they didn't do much with it. The wing play was inexistent. So it was a lot of things that could have been improved in their performance. The goal was kind of a fluke goal. It was our best defender on the day, the Ikorodu City player, and he just made a mistake. And it is what it is. Hopefully he gets over it, because I feel he's a good player and he can really show to be one of the best defenders in this competition, what I saw. But yeah, I think there's a lot to improve. I don't think it's an issue with Eric Chelle coaching the team. What would he be doing? You probably could travel to watch a couple of games that have started, the qualifiers for Champions League. You probably could watch some friendlies, but you could do that at home. You can watch it on TV or on the internet. So I don't really see him being with the Chan Eagles as something that would be to the detriment of the main Super Eagles. I think it could help. You might see a player that you like. You might see a tactic you like. You might see anything. So I think it could help. Plus, this isn't the first time this has been done. Of course, the late, great Stephen Keshi coached the main Super Eagles and the Chan Eagles. Came third place at the Chan and won the main AFCON. So this has been done. Sunday Olise also coached the Chan Eagles and the main Super Eagles. So this is not something that we just pulled up out of nowhere. You have coaches that sometimes coach the main team and the junior team. So it's not the first time. So if he can do it, if he feels like this is something he can do, I'm pretty sure he wasn't forced into it. I'm pretty sure that he made the decision that he wanted to coach the team, because you look at Jose Pacero, he didn't coach any home-based team. And even the last time we participated at the Chan, that was with Salisu Yusuf. He wasn't the main coach of the Super Eagles. That was Gannon Raw. So it could work either way. I'm pretty sure the coach decided to coach this team, and he just got to see it through. I do think there's a little bit of rushed fear from the fans. This is a game against the defending champions. I'm disappointed. I felt like we could have beat them, or we could have at least drew the match, but that in no means takes us out the competition. We still have 2 games to play. We're playing Congo and Sudan. I feel we can get results against those 2 teams if we come with better strategies and better mentalities. Now, I will say this. I don't see one standout winger on this team. I didn't see anybody that a fullback should be scared of on this team. Somebody that's going to run at you and give you problems all day. I didn't see any of that on this team. So that might be an issue going forward in the competition. But let's see how it goes. Let me know your thoughts on these 3 topics. Put them in the comment section. And please make sure to like this video. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.